Hey guys, and welcome to another episode of The Fad Show. On today's episode, I'm going to show you the Overland drawer setup that I built for my 100 series Toyota Land Cruiser. I do apologize that it's been a while since I put out a video. It's just been crazy hot here where I live in Texas, and I've had pretty much zero desire to work in the garage or do anything outside, really. But anyways, so as you know, Overland drawer setups can get pretty crazy as far as price goes. To buy one of the pre-built kits or whatever, you're spending anywhere from I think the cheapest one is the Ironman 4x4, which is maybe like $800 or $900 without the side wing kits or whatever. And then you can go up to like crazy expensive like $4,000 custom ones that these small shops build. Mine came to about $300 total in parts and supplies. I didn't really keep like a detailed tally of everything. The most expensive part was the drawer slides, which were about $85 for a set of two, and then obviously you need two sets for the both sides, so that was a big cost. Wood was pretty affordable. If I had cut everything properly the first time, I could have done it even cheaper, but I did end up having to buy a second 4x8 sheet of 3/4 plywood because I screwed up one of the cuts. But anyways, so I'm just going to walk you around the setup. I'll tell you how I build it. I'm not going to do a step-by-step how-to because quite honestly, I'm not very good at woodworking and wouldn't really want you to follow my lead on that. But anyways, I'll show you what I built. So before I switch to the GoPro and don't have any free hands, I guess I'll just show you how it operates, which obviously is pretty simple. So I ended up going with 32-inch drawer slides. Obviously they're Chinese ones from Amazon. I'll put a link in the description to them. So far they seem pretty good. Supposedly they can hold some crazy amount. I forget what it is, but it's way more than I'll probably ever put in here. So yeah, they're 32-inch drawer slides. I did build the dimensions of the basically frame of everything to, I think it's 42.5 and then 34 deep. And then the drawer slides are 32 inches. And I think I made the drawers 33 inches long, so it's not quite the whole length, but more or less pretty much all the way there. So the exterior of it, the frames on the side, this piece, and this piece are 3/4 inch plywood. I did build the frame out of 1x6 pine, which hindsight being 2020, I'm not sure I would do that again. My idea doing that was I was able to kind of make like a closed-in H pattern, which I thought was going to save weight, which was my motivation for doing it. I'm not really sure how much weight I saved, and then obviously 1x6 like cheap pine boards are not straight, so that was kind of all wavy when I was done. Not super happy with it. I think once I screwed everything together and kind of the weight of everything sitting on it, I think kind of flattened it out. But if I did again, I probably would just use a big piece of plywood, like the top on the bottom, like it seems like pretty much everyone else does. And then the drawers themselves are 1/2 inch plywood. Hopefully that will be strong enough for whatever I put in there. Kind of my plan right now is to put all my recovery and tools in the right drawer, and then my camping gear in the left drawer. And then the only reason I'm doing the tools and recovery gear on the right is because I kind of expect it to be heavier than the camping gear. The gas tank is on the left of the vehicle, so just trying to even out the weight side by side. So like I said, it's 42.5 inches wide and 34 inches deep. The drawers are about an inch shorter than the frame of it. And I apologize for my Australian viewers that I'm speaking in inches, but as much as I like the metric system, it's just easier when all of our wood comes in nominal imperial sizes. The height of it, I built to 16 inches. And the reason I did that, I have my cooler for demonstration, is I wanted it to be just high enough to fit my cooler underneath it, because my plan is to build a sleeping platform that goes forward off the front of it, so that will just clear the top of my cooler. So that's the reason I chose this height, and another reason why I kind of wanted to go with a custom one, because these drawers are slightly taller than the normal kits that like Dobinson, ARB, Iron Man, a little bit taller than those like prepackaged drawer kits. So now I guess I'll switch to the GoPro and just give you a little bit more of a walk around. All right, so now I'll just give a little closer up view. I guess when I was doing the far away view, I didn't talk about the carpeting on top. These are just 12 inch by 12 inch stick on, peel and stick carpet squares that I bought on Amazon. Again, I'll put the link in the description if you're interested in them. I think everything else I explained pretty well before. I guess that's why I wanted to do this from behind, because I didn't have enough hands, but here's the inside of the drawers. I just used my Craig pocket hole jig to basically fasten the drawers. Also used wood glue in all the joints, and then the bottom is just glued on and then panel nailed up into the side frame. And I use pocket screws basically to build pretty much everything. The top, I just have it drilled straight down through because really it's just there to keep it from moving around. It's not really providing any structural strength for it. I guess I'll talk about how I fastened it, which you're not really going to be able to see with the cover on, but I know most people fasten it at the rear seat latches. I think that's where the standalone kits latch into. I actually found it easier just to go to the child car seat anchor points. There's 3 of them along the back. So I just used, I think it's an M8 by 1.4 by 70 millimeter bolt and washer, and then just did kind of a recessed hole or whatever to screw those down in just to keep it from tipping forward when the drawers are slid out, and then just keep it held down or whatever while you're going off-road. Hopefully that'll be good enough. I think it will be. I guess another option I thought about doing, we'll see if it becomes a problem, but was just putting another hook here, and then we have these factory hooks, and then just running a turnbuckle between the 2 of them to hold it down. I don't think I'm going to need to do that, but we'll see how much it moves around once I get it off-road. Hopefully, fingers crossed, it's not going to move at all. I was thinking of also putting some hooks here just to be able to tie down gear. So that pretty much goes over the construction of it. The reason it has this lip here, I haven't finished it yet, but I am planning to build a separate sleeping platform. So basically it'll just extend off of here pretty much to the front seat. So you'll be able to run it either with the seats in it, or obviously like when I'm going on big trips, I'm just gonna remove the seats, and that cooler is gonna be able to fit here where the seat is, and then it'll be the perfect height to just clear the cooler with the sleeping platform. So I still have another piece of plywood that is sitting on the top of my E46 wagon right now. So I'm going to use that to build the sleeping platform, and then I think I'm going to frame it again with 1x6s or maybe 1x4s just to keep it from bending or whatever, and then just use some plywood supports to support it on the far end, and then here it will be held up on this lip too. And I was thinking of getting those like buckle clamps or whatever to put in here to clamp it down so it doesn't slide off. So yeah, that's pretty much it. If you guys have any ideas for modifications or anything I could change about it, please let me know. It's kind of a work in progress, but I just really wanted to show you what I've been working on. Explain why I haven't really been putting out any videos. But personally, I'm pretty happy with how it came out. Like I said, I'm not very skilled in woodworking, and it seems like it's going to work for what I needed to. The one thing, as I was just installing in the truck, I was worried that the tailgate actually leans up just ever so slightly. So these drawers like just barely clear the tailgate. So hopefully when I put a bunch of weight in there, it's not going to rub on the tailgate, but I think it will be okay. So that's a wrap on this episode. That's pretty much all I have to show you with this setup. If you have any feedback for stuff I could change, obviously there's some stuff I can't change now that's already built, but whatever, just slight modifications or additions I can make to it. I'm going to do some sort of like cargo hold down straps. And then if you have any insight as far as the sleeping platform goes, I have a pretty good idea of how I want to build it. But thank you guys for watching. Again, I apologize I haven't been putting a lot out recently as far as content. Just like I said, it's been pretty miserable to work in the garage here. I do have a bunch of parts that I've ordered and are sitting by ready to go install on the truck. So hopefully, looks like 10-day forecast is finally starting to break a little bit as far as the heat goes. So thank you guys for watching. As always, please like and subscribe, and stay tuned for next time. Thank you. Bye.